such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. This video, I want to lay it out what I'm going to do. There's going to be some multiple videos. It's going to be 4 in total with some a picture or two. It's going to be a little longer. Here's what's going on. On August the 29th on Fox News Channel, they covered a good lengthy coverage of the shooter in Minnesota, the young man who thought he was a female and shot up the school, killed kids. He targeted kids. Right now, this is September 2nd, and I'm doing this video because this morning I wanted to see. I didn't want to do a video last week when it was the high tide and what was going on. I wanted to see what the follow-up was going to be, and sure enough, what I thought. I looked at the news on Fox News, their morning lineup. I think from either 8 or 9 through the 1 o'clock Standard Eastern Time. You know what? You know how much time they devoted to the shooter last year? 0. They moved on. And I saw it. I saw what they were doing Friday. Before we go any further, let me just again start off with the text, Genesis 1:26. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Let him have dominion over the fish, the sea, the birds, heavens, livestock on all the earth, creeping things, creeps on the earth." Again, verse 27. So God created man in his image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. That is the basis of humanity. It's the foundation of all culture. Always been. And if you reject that, then by definition, you are insane. You're insane. The video that was released on this young man, it is disturbing. Let me tell you this now. I'm going to show some clips. It is disturbing. Look at the clips. If you haven't seen them, I'm going to show 2 short clips. Here's the one in which he is clearly possessed, and he's saying he wants to kill, and he's going to kill himself. Look at this, real short.
I can't wait to kill and kill and kill. Can't wait to kill and kill and kill and kill and kill and kill and kill.
I can't wait to kill and kill. I can't wait to kill and kill and kill. I can't wait to kill. And then he's showing off in this video here his magazines of of what he's going to use, the magazines to kill these children. I think it's clear.
Skibbity Riz. Scum gang.
This is clearly a demonic attack, clearly, for the world to see. And if you didn't see it, I took a screenshot. Where is your God now? That's on a clip that he's going to use to shoot up the school. Here's where the danger comes. How do you just move on from this? The transgender ideology is demonic. To kill children and to glory in that, how it's showing you what the problem is. It's a rejection of God. But watch what they do. This is on August 29th of last week, when on Outnumbered. Look at, I can't show you the video. I could play the audio. Listen to what they choose to focus on. They choose to focus on the mother, and how she feels, and what's going on. I don't. Take a listen.
This feels odd.
Yeah.
And
And it's hard not to feel like it's odd to not even have an interview. I understand getting yourself an attorney because you want to protect yourself, to your point, and I think that that's understandable. What's not is not cooperating, especially with law enforcement. To your point, guys, she doesn't necessarily owe us, the public, anything, but you owe law enforcement something and you owe these families something. I can't help but think, going back to the Gabby Petito case in Brian Laundrie's family, I can't help but think that when they were not cooperating with police, but they immediately got a criminal defense attorney and they said, you can talk to him, we're not saying anything, we're not going to talk about it. This feels to me eerily similar. I'm not saying that she has any culpability. I'm sure she doesn't. She was living in another state. However, if you do feel like you need a defense attorney, you still need to cooperate with police. You owe the community that much. And by her not doing that, I think a lot of the empathy that all of you feel for her, that's going to dissipate in the public eye pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's such a good point, the public perception versus legal culpability, and the reality that I think that the public understands, you know, there's a level of support that one has for their children that is not to be confused with the culpability of their nefarious intentions, and it seems like there hasn't been a judgmental approach to this horrific situation that we know of at this point.
Right, well, and you got to think, as a mother, you take that responsibility on. And I'm sure she is feeling that. But like I said, and to your point, Tommy, she should put out a statement through her lawyer to the community, to the victims, and show that she is sympathetic and that she cares. I think that would go a long way.
Yeah.
Why does the community need to know that that mother is sympathetic, as if that means anything? Why is Tommy Lauren on there saying that she's sure the mother has no culpability? Really? The mother was the one who was at the school petitioned for her son to transition as a girl. The mother has no culpability? Really? Really?
Feels odd, and it's hard not to feel.
I'm sorry. The mother has no culpability. Technical support. The mother made this. The mother petitioned for this, to transition a boy into a girl. He in his manifesto said he was brainwashed and he didn't like it. And for her to say, well, the mother was living in a different state, she has no culpability. Really? Really? That boy was completely taken over by demons. And then we're wondering, the mother, well, sympathetic, and then Emily says at one point, yeah, we're not judging. We're not judging. The community has been judgmental. The community should be judgmental. Should be. Really? Fox is dangerous not on what it says sometimes, but what it doesn't say. But it said it loud and clear right now, August 29th, 2025. They're somehow looking at this through, I would say, in my opinion, through some weird eyes. Guy Benson ends it like this.
Guy, final thoughts?
Well, I think in some respects she sort of did in that lawyer statement where she said she's distraught, okay,
yes,
and that bears no culpability. That's an assertion of innocence. I'm more open to that assertion if I know that she's cooperating with law enforcement versus not, personally.
Right.
You're open that she bears no culpability if she's remorseful? Wow. Wow. In their effort to legitimize the transgender insanity, Fox News last week, August 29th, let me confirm, was that Friday? Yeah, that was Friday. Friday, August 29th. They were sympathetic to the mother's position and bear no culpability. And here, September 2nd, I just perused the mornings. I skimmed through it. I'm pretty sure I caught everything. But September 2nd, a few days later, because it was on September 1st, it was Labor Day, no real news programs, people had off. But the next day, September 2nd, zero coverage. Zero, at least in the morning, zero coverage of the openly demonic attack that killed children. This is the world we live in, when the devil can put hatred and murder on display. And the last time we hear sympathy for the mother, and then September 2nd, let's move on to the next news cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in the United States of America, September 2nd, 2025, we are in trouble because we are inviting the enemy to take over. Wow.
For such a time as this,